So this is the rule number one. Okay, guys. If creating a new rule, we can create add. If you want to edit the same rule, just click on name. You will get the same tab. Okay, to edit anything like to want to add or whatever action you want to do, you can do it. Just cancel it. Okay. Like if I want to delete anything, we can delete it. And what is clone? You can see that the option is clone. Like I will select this rule, whatever any rules, just select it first. Okay. How to select? You have to click on select and just create a clone. Clone means what? It is create a duplicate. It will create the same duplicate rules. Okay. Just same duplicate rules. But name could be different because name would never be same. Okay. So they have created a LAN to WAN name, but -1 they have given. This is the same rule created. See that same IP, same rules. What is actually helpful for creating a rule? Just see that same rules, port number even same, and allow. Okay. So what is a helpful actually? Like I want to create a same rules like rule number one, but I want to edit some source IP. Like so, instead of going for all this tab and those things, just create a one clone and just edit it. Like I don't want this IP. I just delete it for the other rules. I will just click and I want to add 1.1.1 in it. Scheme to that. This is rule number 2. So likewise, you can create a multiple rules. Okay. Let's select it. Save. Okay. So now the rule number 2 is created. If you want to change the name event, you can create it. Okay. You can do it. So, okay, guys. So there is a 2 rules I could see. Okay. If you want to, there is options enable and disable. Like I want to disable this rule. Like you have a multiple rule and you want to disable any rule. Just select that policy and just disable it. It will disable. That is disable actually. But make sure whatever the stops we are doing or creating, we need to be commit. Okay. But for the demonstrating, I'm showing here. So this rule is disable actually. It will show like a gray sign, some kind of stops. What is the meaning of disable? Disable means what? This rule is not deleted. It's there in the firewall, but it is disabled. It is not functioning. It's not going to work. Okay. But if you want to disable the same rule, just select it, go to and enable it. It is enabled and then commit it. It's going to be functional. Okay. So I'm showing how you can play with the policies dashboard. Okay. I'm showing how. Okay. There's one more option, move. Like I want to change this name. Okay. Click on it. I want to change that and name test policy. Anything. Okay. 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 So see that if I select the rule number 2 and I want to move up, see that there is options. Move. One option is move top. Top means what? Like if you have 100 of rules, multiple rules, and like you have 100 rules. Okay. So you want to put rule number 100 to make a rule number 1. You want to move it to top. Just select that policy and just move top. See that my test policy move to top. Okay. So that's how you can move if you want to move. Like move up, like move down. If you want to down the rule number 1, it will come down because I have created 2 rules only. I will create a multiple rules and I will show you. Move to bottom. If you want to move to bottom, it will come to the bottom. But it is already in the bottom. Okay. It's showing already at the bottom. This 2 is the default rule. This 2 is already on the bottom. It will, okay, whatever the rule you will create, that would be shown above this two rules. Okay. So guys, if you want to PDF, if you want to take a PDF of all the rules, you can just create a PDF or CSV, whatever the format, you can create it. Okay. Page size, letter, A4, A0, that's all. I just keep letter. This is the page size. Export. If you do export, what would happen? See that. It will download it to your PC. See that. See. Whatever the policy you have created, it will be PDF. So where it is actually used, it will use if you want to send a report to managers, anyone. So likewise, see that all the policies, all the PDF policies, all the policies, it's come as a PDF. There is one more things, highlighting. So if you want to highlight some unused rules, Okay, what is unused rules, guys? Unused rules means hit count, because that rule is not actually working, so there is a hit count. If you can see that we have a interzone and inter, that default rule there is, I could see there is a 177 hit count. Hit count means what? That rule is actually hitting, that rule is actually working. Okay, that there is a some kind of request is coming for that particular rule. Okay, guys, that is meaning of that is rule in use. Okay, hit count. Hit count, if your hit count is 0, it means that rule is not even hitting whatever the request, the rule is not even hitting. So that time we can find a unused rule where the hit count is 0. Okay, okay, if you want to make the 0, just like if there is any hit count, I want to make it 0 again, I have created the zones, I have created the network, I have created the policy even. Okay, let me commit the policy. Okay, let me commit the policy. And guys, can anyone say after committing the policy, well, this PC can able to go to internet?
No,
Why?
Sir, no NAT because
we
of
require
NAT.
NAT.
Yes,
NAT should be required.
yes, because we are here, we are using a
Private applicators.
private IP address. Okay, so
I think routing is also required here.
very good, correct. So guys, I'm going to just do a demonstrate for one thing. Okay, I will create a one route, I will create a NAT. Okay, no need to understand actually. So when the NATIC topic would come, when it come, I think next would be my object groups, and then I will teach you about the NAT. When the NATing would come, I will explain everything on the NAT. But today I want to demonstrate you this PC should access internet. I want to demonstrate. I want to demonstrate you. So for, okay, this policy is already committed. So guys, what I'm going to do, my firewall don't know how to go to internet. My firewall don't know. So I will explain those things on the virtual router, but it's a very easy. So I just, what I will do, I will create a default route. Default route is any 20 000. Okay, that is called default route. And I will make a this this cloud, cloud, because this one is actually connected with the internet in this lab. I will make this gateway. Okay, that that IP would be my gateway. So whenever firewall, that firewall will go to the internet, it will follow this gateway, and it will connect to the internet. So I will just create a route. Whatever the traffic for the default gateway, it has to go from this one actually. So once I do that, my firewall will get the a route for going to the internet. This thing I'm going to do, and second, I will configure one NAT. Okay, one basic NAT. So whenever from in the inside zone, this PC would go outside, it will NAT to some IP. Okay, it will NAT to some IP. So that is we are going to do. See, let's come to the network. While adding the route, see that I'm not going to explain virtual router route right now. I'm just going to demonstrate basics. Okay, I will explain everything. So virtual router, see that there is a one by default. With the name of default, default is what? Default router is already, virtual router is what? It's kind of a router, okay, into the this Palo Alto firewall. So that is default is actually enough for whatever the routing you will do for this firewall. If you want to create any other router, you can create it from there, but that is not much required. But anyway, if you want, you can. I will explain later on. Okay, see that router settings. I need a one static route. Okay, okay, I want a one static route. I will create a one default route. I just give a name default route for my outside interface. What is my destination? 0.0.0. What is this means? 0.0.0. It means anything. Anything that is called default means what? Anything. 00 means any, all subnet. Okay, all subnet, all subnet mask, everything it's considered. Okay, that is going to use any traffic. What would happen? From here, it's going to the interface. This one is connected with the internet. E/2. Yeah, it's going to this interface. Next hop. I don't know what is my next hop. Okay, I don't know actually. I just want to. cancel it out. What next hop I am going to use? That DSCP client, and I'm going to use this gateway 10.0.0.1, this gateway. Okay, because this one is connected with the internet. Okay, so in the lab, use only this one. In your practical, whatever in your office real-time scenarios, whatever your default router would be connected with this, you can just choose that interface IP. Static, add. Okay, that is I want to add default route /0. Fine. Interface, whatever, which one is connected with the internet. Okay, fine. IP addresses 10.0.0.1. 1 minute, guys. Okay, that is 0.1. No, I know. That's what. It's fine. Okay. Okay. What is administrative address and metric? I will explain later on, but I will just give you one thing. Like if you have a two default route or two route. Okay. Like if you have a two route, you can give the administrative route for a for choosing the best route. Okay. So priorities, whoever has the lowest administrative distance is going to be get a high priority. Okay. So like if you have a two routes, like if you have a given 10, just example. Okay, if you have a two routes, two same routes going to the same interface. Okay, and administrative distance would be the same, like suppose 10 10. So which best route it is going to be choose? So where there it's come as a metric, where metric would be lower, there it's going to be choose. Okay, so I've created one default route, and that is okay. So it means I've created a default route that this PC whenever go to the outside, it will use this gateway. Okay, instead of committing, let's come to the policy. Okay, I want to create one more thing. Come to the device. I just want to let this firewall know for DNS, like which DNS it is going to use. Let's wait. It's still okay. These are the all the option services. Just click at the services. Okay, whatever it is, update. It is updating from this NTP. You can even give the NTP server details here, guys. Right? Okay, NTP server. If you have an NTP primary DNS, if in your office, if you have a obvious in your office, you guys have your own DNS IP. So that put the DNS IP here. Here I'm going to use 8.8.8. It's a global DNS. Secondary 4.2.2.2. It's a secondary. Okay, that's it. Now come to the policy. Go to the NAT, and here just want to create any roughly NAT. Okay, just click on add. You will get a NAT. So I'm just getting a NAT like LAN to WAN NAT. That's it. Okay, nothing. The same thing. Tags, groups, nothing else. Source zone. See that even in the creating a NAT, you have to select a zone. So how? Always remember for the NATing there are two kind of packet. One is original packet, and other one is translated packet, guys. Translated. Okay. On the original packet, what would come? I'll show you. It will show you which zone, source zone. Okay, it will check for the source zone, then source IP, then destination zone, and then destination IP. This is required for the original packet. Let's the source zone for the original packet. I have selected inside because that PC belongs to inside. Fine. Okay, it's going to the which destination zone? It's going to the destination zone outside. I've selected outside. And destination interface from where the traffic would go out, this interface, okay, because this interface is actually connected with the outside. So destination interface is actually E/2. That's fine. You can select with the services, like you want any services, means anything, or either you want only HTTPS, only SSH, whatever it is. You can restrict it as per the services event in your office. But here I have just keep it like this. What is my source address? Okay, I just want to keep my source address any. Okay, I know that this. I just want to keep my source address any. Anything would be. Destination address, I don't know where it will go into the internet. I just keep it for the testing purpose. It should be any. Leave it like this. The main thing is a translated packet. See that there is a three kind of translation. One is dynamic IP and port. This is nothing. This is a patting. This is dynamic IP, is a dynamic NAT, and static IP. Okay, I will explain those things later on. Here I'm going to use for the dynamic IP and port. That's it. Okay, and here is I'm going to use. There's a two option: translated address. What is translated address? Either we can give one single IP, any IP, where all, as I explained, where all the IP, whatever the PC would be there, it will take that particular public IP and go to the internet. But here I want to choose a interface address. It means whatever traffic would be in the inside zone, whatever the PC in the inside zone, whenever those goes to the outside, like this is my firewall, this is my outside interface, which is actually connected with the interface. Like suppose if we have multiple PC, 100 of PC, 1000 of PC, whatever, whenever if those will go out, okay, there are two scenarios. I will explain later on, but here just for the review. Whenever if those goes out, it will take this public IP and it will goes out. It will take this, it will NAT, because this one has a private IP 10.0.1, this one 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.4. So whenever if this PC will go out, I have configured interface IP as a public IP. It will choose as a NAT with the interface IP. Whenever those will go, that private IP will NAT with this interface public IP, and then it will go out. Okay, that's what I'm going to use here. Okay, whatever the PC, how many, it could be thousands of PC would be. Whenever those goes, only this one public IP, interface public IP, is capable to translating thousands of IP. Okay, because it is on unidirectional traffic, only inside to outside. Okay, it's only goes from inside to outside. It will take this IP and go to the internet. So that's what I'm going to use. That I'm going to use patting. Those kind of stuffs is called patting. I will explain everything patting when the NATIC traffic would come. Okay. So I have selected the dynamic IP and port, and address type is interface, and my interface would be, this is the interface which is connected with the outside. IP address, here there's a two things. I have selected none, and it would be a none. You can even put the specific IP address detail, but I have connected with the DSCP. So I have connected with the DSCP, so it will show as a none, because this IP is not static. If in your office there would be any router which is static IP, public IP, you can either give the static IP there. Okay, that's it. Don't destination NAT address is actually required for the static NAT. This is not required here. This is for the general NATing. I just give you as a review. I just put okay. Commit. So the policy is, I have created the NAT policy. The now I think my this PC would able to get a google.com. Actually, I want to show you that before committing the configuration. That time, let's see. Definitely, it is going to work. Google.com. This one is not working. I can see this IP flow. Okay. Yeah. Did I configure this PC? No. This PC has a APIPA. 172.16.1.1. Okay, 255. Guys, I also want to keep a gateway for this. Okay, 16.1.100. So sure it will give the DNS for .8. Default is 4.2.2.2. Okay, I've configured it. Okay. Now we can see this one. Yeah, I got it. Home network, whatever you can select. Network. And I can see this one is start. See that this PC is start actually buffering, whatever it is. Now see, it should work. Okay, it's still not working. Anyway, it could be an error at the network side, could be their lab internet could be not working. Anyway, so this is how we can make the configuration.